this is Hinchusatsu. It's Christmas time, a wonderful and happy time of presents, sharing, snow without accidents, Santa Claus, Christmas movies, and shows, delicious Santa chocolate statues, insane shopping, financial stress. This fucker. Sitting back and watching vintage Christmas commercials on YouTube. Whatever. Speaking of which, here's another Christmas-themed video on YouTube to watch, surrounding a Christmas memory and/or product review. We all have a Christmas day that we hold special importance, and this one is no exception for me. 1998 was a grand year for the Godzilla franchise. After a series of development hell involving creative differences and director jumping, we finally get the first official American Godzilla movie to hope to kickstart a series of its own. Well, it made money, and it got a kick-ass cartoon series that ran 2 seasons, check it out, by the way, but the movie was poorly received by fans in Toho. Oh yeah, and I got a broken leg on November as well, last month before December. But over time, I felt a little better, and I still maintained those high spirits. Then that fateful Christmas day, my big brother and I laid eyes at what we saw. 2 bikes, a Bug's Life toy, a Game Boy Color, and a Pokemon electronic device. Yeah, it may not have the massive quality of the Christmas of 1997, but this one for me has the magnitude. And that's where I lay my eyes on a VHS box set of 5 Godzilla movies released by Simitar to coincide with the 1998 film, and honestly, it's not a bad selection. I was introduced to Godzilla thanks to Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla from the Heisei series, as well as Hollywood Dinosaurs at an earlier age before 1998. Full closure, I'm just going to talk about my initial impressions on each of the tapes. I'm not going to even give them a brief run on the movies because we'll be here all day for a video that's just talking about the box set itself. These movies will receive a proper HDKR, or whatever video someday. And I already reviewed the original Japanese 1954 Godzilla, so I will talk about its American counterpart someday. So I'll get this out of the way. The box set is old and worn out. The box set had aged badly, ready to fall apart, and even the slipcovers don't fare too well. So the first thing that came to my attention is the really stylish artwork on the front, showcasing Godzilla roaring at a group of fighter jets. It serves as both the main cover plus the King of the Monsters tape. The other side shows the main tapes that are licensed by Toho's approval. They all have Godzilla, of course, sporting an all-too-common American color, green. But most of them have the 1984 version, while some give us a slightly anatomically accurate theropod dinosaur look. Mothra on the cover of Godzilla vs. Mothra, aka Mothra vs. Godzilla in its native Japan, looks a little overstuffed and dirty yellow, maybe trying to closely emulate the yellow fur on the movie version. Also to note, most of the tapes have an official stamp of approval from Godzilla. For a while I thought it got in the way of the artwork, like maybe a random packaging label, so I ripped it off. I was quite a dumb, not-so-bright kid back then. Shame. Godzilla vs. Monster Zero, aka Invasion of Astro Monster, the international title, is my favorite cover out of all the Simitar sets. It's so badass the way the iconic kaiju nemesises clash with Ghidorah coiled around a defiant Godzilla. The dark green palette in the background perfectly has a feeling of haunting and intense atmosphere. Godzilla's Revenge, aka All Monsters Attack internationally, sports a threatening Godzilla above, with a less creepy-looking Manila than his in-movie counterpart. Granted, he kinda looks like the love child of Pure Lori and a Putty from Power Rangers, and he's puffing out his usual signature atomic smoke rings. And the blend of green and purple gives an encouraging and spiritual look than the Monster Zero cover. Terror of Mechagodzilla, aka Mechagodzilla's Counterattack in Japan, is my second favorite, trading off Monster Zero's intensity with a bright and visual, eye-catching depiction of Godzilla wrestling with his robotic doppelganger, while simultaneously breathing what appears to be an all-too-American custom for Godzilla in the West, breathing a normal flame stream at Mechagodzilla's throat, which could be a callback or a coincidence to the old Godzilla vs. the Cosmic Monster. So wait, Godzilla breathes a regular flame, but Manila keeps the traditional blue color to his smoke rings. Not to mention, both tapes of Monster Zero and Terror seem to omit Rodan, and perhaps the most thematic of all of Toho's pantheon of kaiju, Titanosaurus. All the tapes on the back have a few still shots from their designated movie. They're all good, but Revenge looks quite odd-looking, like Big G is tripping out. It's not a surprise that the Showa series of films are where the series is at its prime, as demonstrated by the 5 films of the set. They have energy, subtle messages on coexisting and support for your fellow man, and even moral lessons of being big against hard times in life.
Godzilla says that I should learn to fight my own battles, you know.
Oh, sorry. I just need to lay off on the eggnog. Plus, they have passion for the craft and miniature effects, and some great over-the-top highlights, too. But Terror of Mechagodzilla has a rather jarring presentation in terms of editing. Most of them either cut some audio halfway or leave some odd plot holes, like what happened to Dr. Mifune after the movie's end? Did Katsura and Ichinose live happily together in love? Even the ending gets rushed too, as if the filmmakers had a tight time restraint. But even with these jarring editing sequences, they aren't enough to hinder the experience in what is perhaps one of my 2 most watched films of the set. Yes, even that one. Don't hurt me, it's almost Christmas. Now, I want to move on, but I'll do a short review of Monster Zero. Technically, I am talking about the English version, but I think it gets mileage, being that the US version came out in 1970, while the Japanese original came first in 1965, so this makes the US version 55 years old, so I better make this count, while it's still 2025. My initial thoughts. It felt boring to sit through the scenes of humans spouting exposition, and the technical dialect from the Exilians, like how many children feel when they need to fast forward to the awesome special effects-fueled mayhem. Certain amount of children love dinosaurs, and that's how they see Godzilla, but I still dig Nick Adams' suave, charismatic energy, being one of Toho's famous gaijin actors, who has a very healthy relationship with his fellow Japanese co-stars, and especially his romantic feelings on the set and behind the set with the glamorous Kumi Mizuno as Miss Namikawa. But when the movie gives us the tokusatsu goods, they are seriously worth your time. The piano wire used to manipulate Ghidorah in flight is beautifully executed, and the anthropomorphizing Godzilla and Rodan is fun to watch. The Exilians' outfits are delightfully outlandish and charmingly cheeseball in fitting with the campy tone that the Godzilla series parade on in the turn of the 1960s. And Akira Ifukube's composition is a great balance between brooding and triumphant that'll get you banging your head like mad even to the end. In conclusion, I can't review this movie in any way and be done without mentioning nice. All the tapes contain a full trailer compilation of the Simitar licensed movies of the set, which are notable of having the narrator Kyle Hibbert. Yeah, that's right, from the English Dragon Ball franchise, the narrator, and Gohan as an adult specifically, and the way he makes commentary is filled with genuine dynamic enthusiasm.
Virtually indestructible. He stands 40 stories. Travel to the treacherous Monster Island.
And that feeling in his tone really engages with the viewer, and it's very good nostalgia goodness. He recites the plot points of each movie, but my only problem is how he got the facts for Terror completely wrong. Mankind didn't build the evil show of Mechagodzilla, nor did the simian alien possess his Titanosaurus as their secret weapon all this time from the beginning, which didn't happen until later in the film during their full-scale attack on Tokyo. All of them then concludes with a simple photo gallery montage of 2 Heisei Godzilla movies, Godzilla vs. Biollante, and Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. I like this one photo here too. It looks like Godzilla's about to clash with the Star Wars Rancor, before concluding with the cycle of process on the Simitar cover creations. King of the Monsters also has a bonus documentary show called Simply Sci-Fi Monsters. Nothing special, just an all-around a simple clip show of 50s and 60s monster movies and alien invaders, a la Hollywood Dinosaurs, making it the longest VHS tape of the set to date. So when all's said and done, this is my personal important relic of my immersion to the Godzilla franchise itself. This sentimental memory really kickstarted a genesis of a healthy combination of the ongoing Yuletide kaiju goodness. Later Christmases would capture that one special nostalgic moment, but this one will always remain to this day as the most special for keeping that passion going as a result of exploring to further uncharted territories associated with the Big G. This is the end of this video, and thank you for indulging me on my important chapter of my childhood. If there are Godzilla videotape collections out there, let me know in the comments section below. Please support this channel by hitting the like button and the bell to be notified for later projects on the way. And most importantly, subscribe to my channel to show that you are supportive and if you love my content. And leave a comment below and give me a request on ideas on videos for me to talk about, or otherwise be friendly. Happy holidays, and Merry Christmas, everyone.